What's up YouTube? Xbox Video here, back with another video, and this video is pretty much about basically my impressions on the Xbox One X after it's been out for months. Now I've had it since launch, and I'm having a pretty good time with it now. Again, you guys know I own the PS4 Pro, Switch, and all that good stuff, and I even have a gaming laptop here that I'm using to record this here. Um, what I've been hearing a lot about from different gamers is, well, I'm not going to get the Xbox One X because the graphics between the PS4 and the Xbox One X, it's just a minor difference. And honestly, I thought that as well. Playing some games and all of that. But I've been playing pretty much exclusively on the Xbox One X because this holiday season there's been a ton of multiplats come out, and that's what I've been focusing on. Like I've gotten Wolfenstein, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, um, you name it, I got it. Evil Within 2, and I've been playing just those games on just the Xbox One X. And a couple of those games, like Call of Duty, I bought on the PS4 Pro as well because, my son plays on the PS4. He don't have an Xbox One X. And then a few of my friends also have Assassin's Creed on the PS4 Pro and Evil Within, things like that. So I've seen them both. As a matter of fact, I was at my friend's house yesterday, and he's got both of those games. Now, my belief was, at first, that there's only a marginal difference between these two consoles, and you hear a lot of people say that. And I'm going to tell you now, after playing just the Xbox One X for, the last month on all of those games, whenever I do see those games on the base PS4 and the PS4 Pro, you can tell a difference. And it's not marginal, A lot of people say that it's, oh, I'm gonna get flamed for this, I know. But 14, or excuse me, checkerboard 4K and native 4K, oh, you can't really tell the difference. Yes, you can. Seriously, you can, okay? Because, like I said, I've been playing on this thing for a solid month since it came out. Actually, it's been a little over a month. I think it came out a month yesterday or something. But that's all I've been playing on. And then when I go back and play on the PS4, Pro, it you can tell a difference. Um, Now, for instance, I was at work today and noticed that Digital Foundry had dropped a video showcasing Destiny 2 on the PS4 and the Xbox One X. Now, they both do run at 30 frames per second, okay, and I hear that a lot too. Oh my God, yeah, but it's only 30 frames per second. It is only 30 frames per second. So they're like, why'd you pay $500? Because I'm playing the best games. I mean, even the 30 frames per second, I'm still getting native 4K. I'm getting backwards compatibility. I'm being able to record gameplay for an hour in 4K. Oh, but you can't do voice. Okay. So I'm just stating what the fanboys are telling me. Okay. Now you guys all know that I'm just a regular gamer. I play everything. But these are some of the complaints I get. But I'm going to tell you, hands down. I mean, I've got a 4K TV, HDR. You guys know that. Playing on that thing for a solid month and then looking at the same games on the PS4 Pro, it's not just a marginal difference. You notice little things like, oh my God, and people are gonna be like, oh, you have to zoom in 300 to 500% to see these. No, you don't. Seriously, you don't. You notice the difference. And I think that's what Phil Spencer meant when he said a demonstrable difference. Now, people look at that word and they hear the word monster in it. Monstrable difference. So when people think monster, they think big. That's not what demonstrable means. Look it up in the on the in Google or whatever. It means a noticeable difference. Yeah, I'll get back to you in a bit. It means a noticeable difference. So, like I said, playing on that for a solid month and then going back to a PS4 Pro and all that, it is a noticeable or demonstrable. It's a difference, and you see it. So my opinion, my review of the console after having it for a month, I think it was worth the $500. Now a lot of people are screaming, "Oh, but where's the games?" And that's always a subjective question with a subjective answer. I can tell you all day I have games on it. But when it comes to the exclusive department, sure Xbox has exclusive, but then you've got the fanboys that say, "Well, it's on PC as well." Okay, so if you own a PC, you know, a really high-end rig, which you're spending more on than the Xbox One X, sure, knock yourself out. Play those games in the best fidelity, the best frame rates, and all that. But for people that don't own PCs, that's an invalid statement. It really is. But it's better on. It's not exclusive because it's on PC. Well, if somebody never planned on buying a PC anyway, well, guess what? That's an exclusive to Xbox because that's what they're buying. You see what I'm saying? So that it's on PC, Xbox has no exclusives argument is rather stupid and redundant. And the Xbox Play Anywhere program, okay, so that means I can buy the game on Xbox and I get a free copy on the PC, okay? Whereas PC, they're buying that game at full price and they're getting that copy of the game. So they're getting one copy where I'm getting two copies. I mean, it's really a perk. But the fanboys will tell you, oh, but it's not exclusive, it's on PC. The best version is on PC. You see, they're kind of twisting that to their own agenda, to make Xbox look bad. And I don't see the point in trying to make any company look bad, whether it be, people trying to make Sony look bad, trying to make Nintendo look bad, trying to make Xbox look bad. Because if you look at the beginning of this generation, the PlayStation 4 came out, the Xbox One came out, and the Nintendo Wii U came out. Now, we all know that the Wii U failed miserably, but I didn't see all these Sony fanboys or PC elitists or Xbox fanboys, for that matter, from any camp, making videos and saying, oh, Wii U sucks, or oh, Wii U lost the race, or any of this and that. But now that the Switch has come out, you got the PC elitist and the PS4 fanboys. You never hear anything from Nintendo. You don't. You just don't hear anything from the Nintendo camp. Nintendo camp is content on what they play. They're happy with what they play, and they play it. So, at the beginning of this generation, back to what I was saying, you got the PS4, then you have the Xbox One. Okay? Now, and I'll get a lot of flack for this too, but if you look at the beginning of this generation, okay, Xbox came out with their announcements first. They were first at E3, okay? They announced the DRM policy, the check-in at least, once a day on the internet thing, and if you're connected to the internet, it's going to check in once an hour. They announced it at $500 for the price point, and the Kinect was bundled with it. Now, the system was $500 because the Kinect was bundled with it. Okay? Now, what if I was to tell you to look up on Google if Sony was going to do the same DRM policy? And what if I was to tell you that they were going to? And what if I was to tell you that they were also going to release the PS5 for $500 with the camera? So they were going to have all the same policies that Microsoft was going to have. They were going to have the same price for that console that Microsoft was going to have, and they were going to bundle it with the camera just like Microsoft did. But Sony looked at that E3 conference and seen all of the negative that came from that, and they said, okay, look, if we want to knock this out of the park, drop the camera, drop the DRM, and drop the price. That's what they did. And guess what? It worked for them. They won this console generation. I mean, Microsoft is not going to catch up to them in any way, shape, or form. Neither is Nintendo. So, does that bother me? No, it doesn't. Because you know what? I bought a PS4. I bought a PS4 Pro. I bought a PSVR. It doesn't bother me. I mean, to me, there's no winners in this console war, except the players. It's not the companies. They're all making money, so it doesn't make any sense to beat your chest over who has sold more or who has what, because you know what, every one of these companies brings something to the table for somebody. It may not be for you. There's lots of games on PS4 that are not for me. There's lots of games on Xbox that are not for me, and there's lots of games on Nintendo and PC that are not for me. So I don't buy every single game that comes out, only the games that I like, and I buy a hell of a lot of games. I mean, you guys have seen my library and stuff. But the problem I have with all of this is, if I like Xbox and I'm a diehard, Xbox fan, and there's nothing wrong with being a diehard fan of a console or a company or a baseball team or a football team, and I even know in sports that it can get downright stupid between fans. There's no immunity when it comes to stupidity for fanboys of anything. But I don't look at anybody, and you can look through any one of my videos, man, I don't look at anybody and say, hey, you know what, if you buy this system, you're a retard, man. What are you buying this system for? Because I've seen people say, why are you buying a Nintendo? It's all kid shit. Well, it is, but you know what? Those games are fucking fun. Those games are fun. I have more fun on the Nintendo than any other system. You know, I got my Xbox for my shooters, my racing games. I got my PlayStation, for my single player experiences, my story driven, my epic stories. That's what I got my PlayStation for. And I got the VR just because, hey, it's the cheapest VR that you can get. And I was one of those suckers that paid $500 for that thing, and it's I think it's $199 now without the Move controllers. But yeah. Anyway, the meat and potatoes of this video, for those of you that have stuck around this long, sorry, it's been quite long, but really, I just want to let you guys know that I'm gonna be starting a podcast and all that, and I'm gonna be legit about it. I'm thinking about making a new intro for the channel and all that stuff, but anyway, stay tuned. Also, don't forget I'm giving away a Nintendo Switch console. I've got two of them, so I'm giving one of them away. Um, on the 16th of December. So once we hit those 1,000 subs, we've already hit 600 subs, so the Funko Pop will be given away to somebody. So there is going to be a winner on the 16th. But tell your friends, tweet it out, share the video, let everybody know that once we hit that 1,000 subs, and we're pretty damn close to, we're going to give away that Nintendo Switch. And if we don't get 1,000 subs by the 16th, I'm just going to roll it over. I'm not going to move the goalpost and change the sub count. It's going to stay at 1,000 until we hit 1,000. So, I'm not one of those YouTubers that just tries to get subs and then don't give shit away. Because if you look, I've got contest winners in previous videos and all that. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. All that good jazz. Let me know what y'all's thoughts, in the video is. And keep an eye out for a new intro and all the good stuff. And keep an eye out for podcasts, man. See you guys later. Have a good one.